news, a hotly debated topic in recent years. The Guardian reports that as of 2018, more than 67 million Americans are using online news sources. 80% of them believe fake news is a bigger threat than terrorism, with 74% wanting to know whether what they're reading is fake or real. Above all, it's been recently reported that fake news sparks violence and hate crime, and this is mainly because individuals are not able to distinguish between fake news and real news. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Uma Kritika, and I'm here to present you my fake news detector, fact or fake. Fake news got popularized as a concept after the 2016 elections. So I chose to work on news articles that were released around that event. Having started with these huge chunks of text data, having real news articles are with center, left, and right affiliations, and equal number of fake news articles tagged as fake by PolitiFact, a fact-checking website. My first step was to clean and pre-process the data. This cleaned data was then tokenized to identify the important words in the data. These tokens were then converted into numbers using the binary word count vectorizer. The output of this vectorizer was then fed through various models, and the performance of these models were evaluated with their accuracy. We see that logistic regression performed the best with an accuracy of 88%. Well, this is very impressive. However, it's not enough to know if a model works. We need to know how it works. So what did the real news and fake news articles talk about? Real news articles spoke about frontrunners both in the Democratic and in the Republican Party. On the other hand, fake news spoke about emails and John Podesta. In fact, I noticed that InfoWars was often quoted as a source. It's been noted that InfoWars is a far-right American conspiracy and fake news website. But does this mean that fake news articles were not talking about the frontrunners at all? Searching for answers for this question brought me to the most interesting insight. Looking at the number of articles that were speaking about the frontrunners, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, I could see that there was not much difference in the mention of Donald Trump. On the other hand, fake news called her as Hillary, whereas real news was calling her as Clinton. This to me, like I said, is the most interesting insight. What I have here for you is a quick demo of a Flask app that I developed, which is being backed by the logistic regression model. Here I'm introducing the model to a news article from Wall Street Journal, and you can see that it's able to predict with 78% of confidence that this is real news. I'm following this up by introducing the model to a fake news, and it says with 97% of confidence that this is fake news. All the observations and insights that we have got so far is based on the subtle but consistent difference in the language. But to add more power to the model, we can introduce additional parameters like the source of the data. For example, if the source is from a renowned news site like Forbes versus if it's from a fake news website like InfoWars, we need not even look at the text data to determine the authenticity of the news article. Introducing browser add-ons will definitely increase the reachability of our product to the users. Above all, my most favorite part that I'm really looking forward to is to upgrade the model to predict the fake news around the 2020 elections. Obviously, this would definitely enable users to take more informed decisions. This definitely has to be done by updating the data set with the growing number of news articles. But while doing that, a pressing question that needs to be kept in mind is that who decides whether an article is credible or not? Right now, the onus is on the audience. But can we really rely on the audience to gather such an important insight? With that question to ponder, I sign off for now. But I'm looking forward to have more conversations of data science after the presentation. Thank you for your time.